Greetings, family. I'm Roosevelt Mitchell III, author and educator, and I want to wish you a fantastic 2016. And as we enter this new year, I want to just share with you a quick message about commitment. You know, the beginning of every new year, people always have New Year's resolutions, right? And maybe you have some with losing weight, getting a new job, getting a new car, or the house you always wanted. Or maybe your children are leaving home and you are just ecstatic about the empty nesting period. Well, I heard from an older fellow recently about commitment and just being involved. All of these years in my relationships that have failed, I always thought that I was committed because of various things to where I was engaged, I was there, I didn't cheat, so I figured I'm in a committed relationship. But after talking to this fellow, I found out that I was not fully committed, but only involved. And what's the difference? Being committed means once you hit a problem at your job, once you hit a problem in your relationship, once you hit a problem with your work buddies, and what you will, in every aspect of life, we will hit a problem. You come to that crossroad. Do you either find reasons to work it out and move forward, or do you look for a reason to bail out? And so many times in my dreams, my goals, and my personal relationships, I would hit a wall, and instead of looking for a reason to keep going, I would look for a reason to bail. So after talking to this fellow, I found out that I was not committed, that I was just involved. And I beat myself up over it for a long time until I come to the realization that we are born negative, right? Just think about your children if you have children. You don't have to teach your children how to lie. Just 2 weeks ago, my 4-year-old son peed in the bed. He got up in the morning and said, "Dad, my clothes are wet." I said, "Son, how did your clothes get wet?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "Did you pee in the bed?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, what happened? Did the tooth fairy come and spill juice on you while you were asleep?" What happened if you didn't pee in the bed, son? "I don't know." Now, I hadn't taught him how to lie or to tell that lie, nor have I ever punished him for peeing in the bed. So he would have no reason to lie to me in that aspect. But children are born negative, and as parents, we have to rear them in the right direction. Every day, we have to make a conscious decision to remain committed to our commitments. And when I say that, I think of Camille Cosby as an example. People think she's crazy because of Bill Cosby. Her husband has been finally charged with sexual assault and being accused to over 50 women. But she's really not crazy. But she has made a conscious decision to remain committed to her commitment. Now, I would argue it's not even ultimately all about Bill Cosby while she's staying, because she could have took her 2 golden eggs and took off running a long time ago. But she made the conscious decision to remain committed to what? To death do us part, for better or worse. Those are commitments that she made that she not looking for a way to bail out, but to look for a way to press forward. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because ever since I made this conscious decision months ago, my life has changed drastically. And yours can too, because once you realize that it's hard, that you have to set in for a long process, nothing else can shake you. There was a great philosopher who said, if we know the why, then everything else is easy. So you just have to make up in your mind every day you get up, I'm going to remain committed. And how many of us have talked to countless of our friends or females who are at the end of their relationships and they cry saying, "I just can't take it anymore, so I have to leave him alone," or "Fellas, I have to leave her alone," crying. So I challenge you, I urge you, in 2016, don't cry for a reason to give up. Cry for a reason to keep going. With tears in your eyes, you cry and say, "Hey, I've come too far now to give up. I'm going to press through this." And with that mindset, can nothing defeat you? Can nothing break your spirit? Because you have made a conscious decision that you will keep going. And I will leave you with this. This guy told me a story about being committed and involved, and he used an analogy of a plate of eggs and bacon. He said, what's the difference between these eggs and bacon?" "I don't know." He said, "Well, the chicken was just involved because it laid eggs, got up, and walked away. But the hog, the pig, was committed and gave his life to be on this plate. And that's what you have to do in 2016 to realize your dreams. Anything is possible. Become great.